Maybe for the viewers who don't know, can you tell them a little bit about yourself, what you're doing, what you're about?
I make clothes, dude. And started on YouTube 2018-ish, end of 2018, 2019. Started a brand called Haven Court during COVID, and we're here now. And you guys are nice enough to come out here to do this whole magazine deal. So I said, yeah, fuck it, why not?
All right, appreciate it. So I know you just came off the Johnson Leather collab that you did recently. Could you tell me a little bit about how that went, what the thought behind that was, how that even started? Did it meet your expectations? Kind of how that idea come to fruition?
Yeah, well, shout out to Vince, who's an employee there at Johnson Leathers. And then I also found out about the entire thing through Balenciaga, which some of you might know. Yeah, so Brandon, even before that, was going around the Bay trying to figure out and put every store in the Bay on TikTok. And then I found it on there. And then that same week, Vince DM'd me and he was like, yo, I want to, do you want to make a jacket, whatever, whoop. And I was like, yeah, fuck it, why not? So I went over there, met them, and then that's how the whole process started. And we worked on the jacket. And yeah, I would say the pop-up was super fun. Right. It was dope. It's good to see a lot of familiar faces.
That's cool, bro.
Yeah.
When it comes to, I know you've done a couple collabs already for your brand. When it comes to collabs in general, how do you kind of balance like staying true to your own identity, but also trying to balance like the look of like the brand you're collabing with too?
That's a damn good question, actually. I actually said yes to too many collaborations this year, and I'm actually putting some to the side to kind of answer that question because it just doesn't. Not that it doesn't match. It's just like timing sucks. But I don't know. I think designing during collabs is like an organic thing. It just kind of happens. Like I throw an idea, they throw an idea. And then normally I've noticed through most collabs I've done so far, I'm the one to limit people and be like, let's not make 16 pieces. Let's make like 2 or 3 and then call it a day. You know, sometimes it's more about the person getting to know what's happening other than them actually buying into every single piece during the collection. You know what I mean? Like even with Hidden, we did the t-shirt.
Yeah.
What else? That was it. We did the tee. It was like more of a fact that like, oh, we're here. We're both here.
Yeah, just being together.
Exactly.
Finding community.
Actually, I would have never met y'all if that wasn't the case.
Exactly.
So there it is.
Yeah. Cool, bro. Could you tell us a little bit about what's upcoming for Haven Court? Any plans you got?
Organized chaos, but a bunch of stuff back here. I mean, during the time we're filming this, I don't know when this is coming out, but we have the pre-sale that's ending this Wednesday for the Vallejo varsity jacket, some of the denim, and then I will be doing the Oakland varsity jacket after this. But this year in general, I want to drop more because like last year I only dropped 3 times, which was like crazy because like so many things happen, life, whatever. So I want to just try my best to just make more things this year. In general.
When you do drops, do you kind of just do your drops randomly whenever they're ready for you, or do you try to stick to like a certain schedule, like fall, winter, or spring, summer, stuff like that?
I'm like everyone else. I used to use a mood board. I have my own. I do a digital mood board. I don't use like a paper. I know most people put on like a big poster and put pins and stuff. I use it on Adobe Illustrator. I just put a bunch of images of what I want, and then it kind of condenses down to like, oh, I want these 5 items to come out during this time. And then sometimes, yeah, you're right, it does. Sometimes certain things finish first, and then you're just like, fuck it, whatever. You might as well just toss that shit in there. Who knows, you know? Yeah.
Kind of more in the future too. Where do you see yourself, your brand, in like 5 years from now? Do you ever plan on making like a physical brick and mortar store?
I was just about to say that.
What are your goals or your vision you want to see yourself in like 5 years?
I want it to be full running, self-sustaining business, and then also like full run with employees, the full 9, you know? And then brick and mortar. I don't know where the brick and mortar is going to be at. It really just depends, especially because the Bay, a lot of stuff is like closing down. There's not like we don't have too many centered places for like that type of stuff besides maybe like Haight Street. So, but yeah, I do want to do a brick and mortar. So
that'd be fire.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, for sure. Cool. I kind of want to pick your brain too with like just how do you have a specific creative process when creating things? Just like how do you come up with just ideas for stuff?
I was gonna dig out that box back there, but it's buried way too far back there. But I have this giant box I collect CDs. I collect, I mean, you guys already know, you know, I collect the Bay Area rap CDs. Everything starts there. And then sometimes you pick apart like the album cover and you're like, oh, what is this guy wearing? Or, you know, I totally remember this from way back in the day, whatever, whoop, whoop. And then you make it. Like that's kind of where it all starts. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't follow it 100% all the time, but the root essence of it is that. And
so you're saying like you base most of your ideas off of those CDs?
Yeah, for sure.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I mean,
I've never heard something like that. I feel like most people use Pinterest. Like I use Pinterest. I use just physical magazines or just pictures I think are cool on Google and stuff. I've never heard someone using like CDs.
I think I can't use Pinterest or anything like that, or like even just scrolling Instagram, because a lot of that stuff, it's forgotten. No one talks about it anymore. It's a very small community, it's specifically within the Bay. Yeah. I only meet so many people that even listen to the same music anymore. So like, but I try my best to take that and make a product that is still other people can still wear it. You know, it's not like so Northern California where you're like, I don't know if I could put that on. Besides the fucking Vallejo jacket and the Oakland one.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That brings me to my next question too. Obviously, the Bay Area culture is a very strong subject in your brand and in your image and stuff. How do you create items, clothes, and stuff that, like you were saying, that kind of caters towards a bigger general audience, but also kind of staying true to your identity of like Bay Area culture?
I don't know if there's like a finite answer. It helps to not put so many logos on your stuff, because like even something like this, like, or even the T-shirt that you're wearing, even the packaging that it comes in, that's a universal thing. Like if you went to any local corner hood store or whatever, they're gonna have T-shirts with packaging like that. So it's like, it's still associated, but yet the actual item itself is it's a T-shirt.
More of the marketing side, or like the pictures, or the
or even stuff like this. Like it's applicable. Everyone can relate to a lotto card. Yeah. You know, it still has to do with my brand, but yet everyone knows the association. You know, so yeah,
it's cool. Kind of bringing it back to your creative process. I think in this day and age, with TikTok and fashion, social media in general, I think it's very oversaturated. So how do you create a brand, or again, an image that stands out of that whole oversaturated landscape right now? You know, so it's like, how do you stay inspired, and
for someone that's new, or
no, just like for you, like how do you keep your content fresh and interesting and unique, where it stands out in a landscape of hundreds of thousands of people are making a brand and has a social media page? Like how were you able to stand out in that crowd?
So I know Jeremy's been following me for a minute, because he pulled up all the references where we were talking earlier. But yeah, like when I first started on YouTube, it was just like chuck everything on a wall and hope something sticks. Yeah. And then, so, you know, I did fake sneaker reviews, to this is how you use Adobe Illustrator to design a hat, to I'm going thrifting, to, you know, it didn't matter.
Life, whatever was in your life.
And then COVID hit, and then I was like, oh man, like I'm gonna fucking double down on this shit. So I was doing like 5 videos a week, and then the fashion trend thing kind of happened with Alex. Alex was a big part of that. And then it morphed into that. But from then, I did vlogging afterwards. Because at that time, people were doing vlogs, but they weren't doing like a full edited, I don't even know, getting like B-roll and type of stuff. It's normally just like them, like, oh, we're just going to the Bottega store. But it's like, I try to like toss in more shit that I've known how to do on Premiere. Yeah. Like what are people doing, but also how can you twist it? I think that's what it came down to. And then it became like a lifestyle sort of vlog kind. It sounds so fucking corny, but yeah, that's exactly what it is. Yeah.
Just like having your own unique style.
Yeah, I mean, you can replicate someone's vlogs, but you can't replicate the person. I mean, that's how you're separated at the end of the day.
For sure.
Yeah.
Interesting. Obviously, our magazine's based off in Southern California, specifically like Orange County and stuff. I know you visit OC a lot. Kind of wanted to get your somewhat outsider's perspective on OC. What do you think is cool about OC? What do you think is whack about OC? Wanted to get your opinion on like just the whole
Oh yeah, I got
fashion
some
scene
shit.
in
Hell
general.
yeah.
Let me know.
There's hella Asians out there. I fuck with it. They got all the Vietnamese. They got the baddies out there. They got the ABGs out there. Well, man, you go to the, you know what I'm saying? You go to the fucking, man, we went to the sugarcane store, or the sugarcane, the drinks.
Yeah.
You're the fucking cashier, bad as fuck. I was just sitting there like, what the fuck is going on, dude? That don't happen in the Bay, bro.
Yeah?
No, it does not, dude. At Southern California, you got pretty ass women, bro. It's amazing. That's like the biggest when I told you I was trying to move.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, y'all got the women down there. Shit, get the fuck up out of here, man. I love the Bay. Don't get me wrong. We got attractive women in the Bay. Don't get me wrong. But they be hiding in trees and shit like that. You can't even fucking find them.
Yeah.
Bro, that shit pissed me off. Every time I come down to Southern California, I be seeing this shit, bro. And it's regular. They be at the gas station. They don't even be, you know what I mean? They're not even that like, man, that shit pissed me the fuck off, bro. So that's why. So that's good.
Yeah. Okay. One good thing. Yeah.
Yeah, bad. I don't know. Bad. Y'all got good food out there. The only bad thing for me is maybe even association to like moving on that topic. I'm like too centered out here. Like people like know me for being out here. I'm like one of the only, if not the only YouTuber that does what I do in the Bay.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but that's just what it is.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, if I leave, it's like, man, like that's fucked up. So yeah, that would be the negative, you know. But as far as my perception, I had no idea how much like fashion shit was going on in OC. I didn't know, because when I first met Tony, this is 2 years ago now, I asked him, I was like, why are you in Santa Ana? Like, shouldn't you be in LA? He's like, no, you don't get it. Like, there's a lot of stuff out here. And then he took me around to downtown Santa Ana. You had like the Archive Stussy store and all that stuff. And I was like, oh, I had no idea. And Stussy started in OC, right?
No, so there's just the Stussy Archive store, and then they do like the outlet sale stuff all the time.
But Stussy itself.
Well, obviously, yeah, Stussy started, yeah.
Which is like a city over?
Stussy started in Laguna Beach, which is Orange County.
Okay, Orange County.
They started in Orange County
Yeah.
in like what, the 80s, 90s, or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, that's a huge part of street. I mean, that is the Mecca streetwear brand.
Well, I mean, you think
You
like
know?
Orange County, you think of beaches. You think
Yeah,
of
surfing,
beach lifestyle,
skateboarding.
and that's how Stussy started, was beaches, and then it just transgressed into this what it is now. This whole, like streetwear, skatewear stuff that it is now.
Yeah.
It's just
And LRG too. LRG started in Orange County. So yeah, I mean, as far as that is concerned, I didn't know that, so I put the association together, and I was like, oh, this is sick. And yeah, all the baddies too. So it was like that was the thing.
An anonymous source asked me, or told me to ask you a question with dating life. How's the dating life
in the
out
Bay?
here? Yeah.
Fucking ass. An anonymous source. Who is this person? They probably listen to my podcast and me ranting about this shit all the time. Yeah, it's just ass, dude. It's just fucking ass. You know what's, and I don't know if it's the same in Southern California. And I mean, depending on who you date, obviously, but like women and men in the Bay make a lot of money. They do. And especially at a young age.
Too, though. I feel like a lot of people like that in OC. No?
Probably, but this is like, we're tech hub. I'm talking about kids, they're 25, 26. They're making like $250,000, like as a job.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean? And then female and male. So I think what happens is that male and female is like, well, I mean, dating's cool, but like, there's so many other things. I'm getting distracted now. I have money to play with. There's so many other things I could be doing. I could be traveling. Same with the girl. So it's hard. I don't know. It's just shit ass, bro.
You got any like personal experiences you wanna share?
Oh, I've been catfished hella times out there. Man, tell you about these catfish, man. Catfishing, first of all, I need to start a bill so then we can make catfishing illegal. Like, straight the fuck up. Like
that.
Bro, no, put these motherfuckers in jail, bro. I swear to God, bro. Hey, give me my motherfucking money back.
Yeah?
Give me my money back. I swear to God. If I treat you out to dinner or whatever, because I've been catfished before, and then she got in the car, and I'm like, well, bitch, we're already here.
Yeah,
you might as well go nice get
guy.
some shit.
You want to be the
You feel me? Come on,
I'll still do it.
I'm not gonna bring her to the bougie shop. Oh, that shit closed. We can go over here. We can go get us some fucking bun meats, like a cheap ass. You know what I mean? But still, run me my fucking money back though, man. Give me my gas money. Give me all that. I sound chintzy as hell, but that's fucked up. You can't be faking. You cannot, bro. They be looking bad in the photos, and then you see them in person. You're like, bitch.
You're just standing there, you're just like, all right, like.
That ain't you. That ain't you. You lying. Lying. And then like, man, I don't want to say too much. I'm sorry, something fucking misogynistic, man. Anyways, we can keep this going.
Keep going. Next question.
Next question, man.
Got it.
I mean, stay away from the catfish.
Got it.
Shit.
I think Bay Area and OC have a lot of similarities. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they're both the underdog in some way of California. Obviously, LA is the mega capital of fashion and everything in that industry, and I think that's Bay Area and OC often get overshadowed. So I think could you kind of expand on that a bit and how you are able to just foster a community or harness the own community of the Bay Area and what similarities do you see from Bay Area?
I never thought of it that way. Does OC have a big music scene as far as like hip hop is concerned?
So. I mean, I know like Sublime is from Long Beach. Like, I can't think of really any like. I know Yeet grew up in Irvine or something.
Did he really?
Yeah, he grew up in Irvine.
Shout out to him. At least he admitted it.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like music in OC isn't huge.
Not Santa Ana. Like rap in Santa Ana is not going crazy.
Not that I can think of.
It's like gang rap, isn't it?
I am more like rock, punk rock
stuff.
stuff.
Oh, you know Green Day's from Berkeley?
Really?
I didn't know that because Green Day actually got their jackets made at Johnson Leathers.
Oh,
like
really?
for a music video, and then they have a photo up. Yeah, I was like, what the fuck is this? He's like,
That's
yeah,
tough.
they're from Berkeley. I never really thought of it that way, but I would say just to answer the question as far as the Bay is concerned, is there's a lot of music influence, reference, history. I mean, damn near Tupac grew up in the Bay. He came from Marin County, lived in Oakland, was best friends with Richie Rich. Richie Rich still lives in Oakland to this day. Like E-Fort, Too Shorty, or E-Fort, E40 and Too Short, starting Out of the Trunk music, all that. Like, come on, like that all comes from here, you know?
Sure.
And then a lot of things get stolen, and that's a whole conversation for another time. But yeah, I never looked at it that way. But yeah, hopefully that answered your question.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I might have already asked this question. Bay Area culture, like I said before, it's super ingrained in your character and brand. Have you ever thought about moving away? Have I asked that question before?
No, I kind of answered that though. If I did, Southern California looking kind of nice. And fucking New York looking kind of cool
you
too.
New York?
There's a lot of pretty women over there.
What would you move in first, New York or OC?
Oh, if I had like unlimited money, I'd go to New York.
Really?
Yeah, it's the bigger city. That's like the
Yeah, but
the
you always
Hong
wanna be
Kong.
in the
That's like the
bigger city?
Shanghai of the states.
You like being in big cities?
I like city.
I think what I love about OC is it's so close to the big city of LA, but it's far enough where you get that feel of just more relaxed. I think what I might have mentioned.
I like the hustle and bustle though.
Yeah?
Yeah. Fuck yeah. You'll never catch me in the woods or the beach or like.
Yeah, I don't see you.
Yeah. I went to Huntington Beach or Santa. Is it Santa Monica?
Cinco Mani, Huntington.
Or Venice before?
Okay, yeah.
Man, I can't live there. It's like too lazy. Like demotivated. Like everything, you know what I mean? So I like big city. Yeah.
Interesting.
Even though I'm not in one right now, but yeah, whatever.
I think we'll go back to your brand.
You want to go back to catfish? Anyways, keep going.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good on that. All right. Your brand, your social media and everything. I mean, you've been doing it for years, bro. Could you tell me, like, what's some of the biggest challenges you faced over the years creating it and getting to where you're at now?
Like social media
Anything,
presence,
brand,
or
your social, just like what you've been doing. You're pretty successful where you're at now, if I do say so myself.
Thank you.
Getting up to this point, what challenges have you faced along the road?
Well, the business side, bookkeeping, until I figured that out.
Mm-hmm.
Taxes, had no idea. I was just like, oh, you got to pay that. I don't know, sure. And then until I figured that out. And then social media, as a quick answer, doing clothing on social media, you have to constantly reinvent yourself. I told this to Tony a long time ago. But yeah, it's like a constant reinvention, which is kind of tiring after a while. Because like how many times you gotta keep changing it, you know?
Refreshing?
Yeah. In order to like get engagement or whatever.
Yeah.
So I don't know, it's a tough question. It's like, because Instagram, YouTube, all that stuff is very different. Like doing fit pics compared to doing like actual content on YouTube. Mm-hmm. But I think with YouTube, I decided like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, where I think during COVID, I was like, I think it makes more sense to do vlogs than it does to do anything else, because it's something that you'll come back to 10 years from now. You're not really gonna come back to like, how did I tie my Air Force Ones?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you bend your brim on your hat? Like, yeah, it's gonna get a lot of views, but I think like socially, even talking to Jeremy and we were like showing the shoes and shit, and we're going through it, he's like, oh yeah, I remember this from that, and then he watched like the old like Hong Kong vlogs and like that hits
memories, more memories. And
exactly.
Stuff, not just like
moments in time.
Yeah.
Or candid moments in time.
Seeing how you were in a couple, like 5 years from now, it's like, oh, I was dressing like that.
That too. Yeah. No, that's a whole different. Yeah.
That's cool. I kind of expand on that too. I think for the most part, correct me if I'm wrong, you're a one-man team for the most part, right? Obviously, you have help in certain aspects sometimes, but how do you do it? How do you stay organized? How do you work with just?
You just do it. Yeah, there's no answer. I get that question a lot. Like, what are you doing today? I was like, shit, I don't even know.
Yeah.
I don't even know what I did yesterday. What did I do yesterday? But whatever, like if you have a to-do list, which I use that to-do list shit on the iPhone a lot, whatever the first thing is, do it. And do it right now. Don't wait tomorrow unless it only requires you to do it tomorrow. But if it needs to be done, just do it right now. Why not?
Would you say you're a pretty organized person?
No. Hell no. So I didn't have you guys go all the way back there. It's not the prettiest. You just make the front look good, like lightly. That's how you
put
do
a
it.
Front that you look organized and clean.
Exactly.
Education background. I'm curious, like, what's your education background? Did you go to college? Do you think, is it worthwhile for people that are trying to get into this field to go to college?
Fuck no.
I'll ask that first.
Oh, yeah, college, no, don't do it. I went to SF State, though, and that's just ass. SF State advertises as, like, a community school, but it's a commuter school. It's nobody, unless you're in the frats, which I remember my first day I went there, there was this dude, all those frat boys on the outside, and I was, like, walking through this shit. He's like, yo, bro. Yo, you looking
what's
at,
up,
like,
bro?
What's up? Yeah, like, what's your name, dude? Like, you freshman, bro? I'm just like, first of all, the way you're acting is like really weird. And then he's like, yo, you gotta join our frat. The girls, like, we're gonna go bowling and the girls are gonna join us. I'm like, you can also just like not be in a frat and go bowling and have girls. Anyways, I was like not trying to do any of that stuff. But no, I wasn't a school person. I went to SF State and then by freshman, sophomore year, I dropped out, not on purpose. They kicked me out because I stopped showing up. And I was just doing a bunch of fuck shit. And then I didn't tell my parents for like 2 years, or for like 2.5 semesters, I didn't tell my parents.
So you told them you were still going to college?
Yeah, I would wake up every morning and just cut and just go to the city and hang out. And because I was just like, fuck that. Yeah. And then, and until they found out way later. There's a whole story behind this, but we're not going to get all into it. But yeah, so until I got into some trouble, and then my parents were like, hey, like, how's school going? And I was like, I stopped going. And they're just like, why? And I was like, I just fucking hate this shit. So then they were like, you have to go back and finish. So I had to go back, and then I finished with a really shitty degree.
What was the degree?
Oh, God. Asian American Studies.
Oh.
Jesus.
Nice.
Oh, you're an Asian American Studies major?
No.
Oh, I was like, what? Hey, no way. You read the essays too? Talking about your experience and all that bullshit? Man, if you don't shut the... Man.
I'm assuming you never used that degree at all?
No. I mean, and I don't want to get all into it because it's like this conversation can go left, like politically too. Yeah. But it's a bunch of people that are young that they get to class to talk about their problems and to educate you. It's like oppression war.
You're saying for the specific degree? That
specific degree, those classes, that's really, if the root essence of all of it, if you really just look back at all the classes, if you happen to take some ethnic studies courses, and if you happen to be like me and not enjoy it, that's how I looked at it. It was fucking stupid. It was dumb. But I only did it though, because it was the only classes I can get. And all the finals were not multiple choice, it was essays. And I made up all the essays.
Damn.
Yeah, I just made up all the quotes, I made up everything, yeah.
So there's like no positives you found through going to college. Like, would you say, like, looking back, if you had the choice to not go to college, would you not go?
Oh fuck yeah, dude! Are you serious? But see, the thing is, at that time, I didn't know you could do this. This felt.
Well,
This is
I feel like at
foreign.
that time, a lot of people weren't doing this.
They were not. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it was the big names
Yeah.
where you're just kind of like. And at that time, I started starting like a t-shirt brand and whatever. I mean, as much as all of us kind of probably did, but at that time, I was like, man, this is. I want to make money. I don't want to come. Like, what are we doing? This is not. I can't apply this to anything. Nothing. And what does the degree get after I'm done? Everyone has the same exact degree. And when I first went to SO State, I tried getting entrepreneurship degree. They shut down the major for entrepreneurship, business. Well, not business, but entrepreneurship. So then I was like, dude, I'm not gonna have a job for the rest of my life. Fuck that. Okay, you're gonna be fucked up.
Yeah.
How you gonna just shut this down the minute I get here? And then I was gonna do film, but then at that point I already knew how to do filming and editing. And so when I sat in class, it was like, oh, how do you cut a clip? I'm like, oh, dude. I'm out of here, dude.
Yeah,
Fuck it, I can't do this shit. This is yeah. So
Did you say like where you're at now is just all just self-taught for the most part? YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube University.
Yeah.
Graduated. Yeah. Actually, I haven't graduated. I didn't get my plaque. Hey, man, help me out.
Need that.
Yeah, subscribe, motherfucker. Yeah, subscribe.
I kind of want to. I'm curious too. Like, are there any like specific jobs in the past that led you to this? Like, I'm just like I want to see.
Oh, like an internship.
What was the pathway for Keezy
No,
before
bro,
he got
serious?
to this? Like, did you just like go into this one day? I want to know fashion too. Like, how long have you been into fashion? Like,
If anything, the only we'll get to that.
Okay.
That's like a separate question.
Yeah.
But like, if anything, the only thing that helped me with this is sales. Because I've done sales for a long time. Because sales is the only thing you can get
Like
if you can't get a job. Yeah, I've done retail sales. I've done door-to-door sales. I've done cold calling sales. You know the guy that calls you for on the telemarketing? That was me. Yeah, that was me. That shit was ass. But yeah, I've sold fucking vitamins before. I've sold, bro, this is like the whole, I've done everything but Cutco. Y'all know what Cutco is?
No.
You don't know what Cutco?
No.
You know Cutco? Bruh, you know those people that sell knives?
Oh yes, I do.
Yeah, Cutco. I didn't do that one though.
Okay.
That's a hard sale.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's not, who knows, but yeah, I didn't do that. I've done all types of forms of sales. And then I've also tried to like, on the side, I couldn't get jobs, so I would try to sell shit. I'll sell anything, bro.
Resell?
Yeah, when I was in high school, I used to go to Market Street in San Francisco, buy, at that time it was fake. It was like fake Bape hoodies, full zip hoodies, Red Monkey jeans, Evisus, and then I'll sell it out of the trunk in high school.
All fake stuff?
Majority, yeah. Then I'll sell like white tees and just like basic fitteds and stuff like that. And I got known for that. And then I was selling a lot of other stuff I shouldn't have been selling. Yeah, I got a little bit, you know what I mean? A little trouble, you know, but you know, it's all learning lessons. That I probably learned more from that than anything.
Interesting.
Period. Yeah.
So than
any job anyway.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So you were doing clothes stuff in high school. So like, would you say like you've been into fashion for a minute? Like, was there any what or who introduced
so
you
the
to
2000s, it was all the Nego stuff. That was during the time Nego and Pharrell was still showing up to the award show dressed and all crazy with the chains and like that. I was like, who's this Asian guy? So that's what got me into it. But that was when Red Monkeys was in, Evisu was in, LRG was on like on the come up, kind of like, and then Evisu and all that kind of stuff was ending. But by 2011, 12, I was already out. I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. At that time, no one was making money doing that. Nobody. It was just like it was a hobby. It was an expensive hobby that no one knew where it was going to go. You know, Nike Talk and sneakers and all that kind of stuff kind of died out. Sneakers were actually super cheap at that time. And then I got back into it years later by 2016, 17. You know, the whole Jordan 1 thing blew up, and then I got back into it, and then I had a homie that was like, yo, you should try YouTube, and then that's how the whole thing kind of started again.
Just snowball effect.
Yeah, so I missed the whole A$AP Rocky movement shit. I missed the whole... I was obviously around and still listening to Kanye, but I wasn't buying YSL or Givenchy when he was, you know, when he made that shit popular. So
interesting.
Yeah, I found out about a lot of that stuff later.
Yeah, that's cool.
I didn't know who Jacob Keller was until 2018. Yeah.
All right.
Shout out to Keller. Before you go into that other question, I actually forgot, because you asked about job influence, right? Or
Yeah,
just
I was
like,
just curious just to see like what...
you know, I forgot to mention is that I did work for my dad for many years. Not many years, but enough years. And my dad has always been like an entrepreneur. So I think that would probably be the only thing that has helped. That and then doing a bunch of other fuck shit. Oh no, that's it. There you go. Yeah, boom shakalaka. Yeah, shout out to Pops, dude.
Obviously, you do social media, YouTube, Instagram, stuff like that. I think you showcase your life a lot and like what you're about through social media. Just wanted to get your opinion on privacy. Like, do you ever fear that there's, you're putting yourself out too much and there might be consequences with it, or are you totally okay with not? I mean, I feel like you're not really too private with
I don't make controversial content though. If I did, then for sure. But
you're totally fine with just like having cameras just like not in your face, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like
there are
a lot of your life is
I see where your question is going. I there are moments where it's kind of like there's some people will like use your name for like not clout. I don't know what the word is there, but it's kind of weird. But other than that, it's fine. I don't give a shit. I'm a regular fucking guy. You catch me at the same spots every day. Just don't show up here. That's all. Like if you're a fan,
hanging on the door.
Yeah, don't do that, dude. That's like dog. Like no.
Yeah. That's a little too much.
Unless you're like it's some opportunity that's like worthwhile, then yeah. But if it's something some regular, yeah, you know what I mean. Unless you like work for some corporate company that like wants to do like okay, cool. But like if you're a fan, don't do that. I haven't had that happen, but that would suck. Yeah.
Have you had any like weird fan encounters, or has it all just been super cool?
I don't think it's been no. There's been like one or two, but nothing worth. Yeah. Everyone's been cool. Sometimes people get nervous, but that's about it. It's normal. Yeah.
Cool. So you just having fun, kind of just recording,
Pretty much.
I think that's kind of like at least for me personally, I think like, I mean, maybe I just might be different. I think like I've just thought about before, if like I was in your footsteps, like I'm sure there's like, you're not like showing every aspect of your life, but like you just record, a lot of your life, or at least in some part was just recording. Like this is what I'm doing today. And like, just cameras, in your face a lot. I think like, does that ever get overwhelming, or are you kind of just part of your life?
No.
There's nothing to it.
Yeah, not really. Not really. I mean, I would say the only time I've been caught off guard, I was in Home Depot. And man, I had the worst fit on. And this kid, like, you couldn't even recognize me. There's no way. Like, I had no association to anything related to any of this.
Yeah.
And I was with my uncle. And we were trying to buy wood because it was for my dad's business. We were trying to, like, make this thing. And then this kid's like, yo, I recognize your voice. And this is, like, a block away from, like, where I worked at that time. And I was just like, oh, this is a little too close to home. But other than that, no.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Have you always enjoyed like being in front of the camera?
No, fuck no.
No?
Fuck no.
So did it like take effort to kind of get used to doing that?
If you notice in the beginning of a lot of my first videos, I wasn't in front of the camera. Like I was trying to like film other people. I think I might have took some of those down. It was like how to use a Canon D5 or whatever, but I wasn't in front of it because it's almost like taking a selfie. Like
it's awkward.
Yeah,
it takes time to get used awkward. To. Fit pics too.
And then like having the courage to post it online, like, yo, this is my selfie. Yeah. Like, nah.
Or like doing it. Like, this is fire.
Yeah, I think I've only done that like twice. Yeah, I don't know.
Or just like recording in public too. I think that takes a lot of courage, I guess.
Did we talk about this earlier? We did kind of, no? Or did I talk about this with someone else yesterday? But like, I think. If I first meet someone, I try to film it discreetly. For me and you. Yeah, because I want to make you feel comfortable. I don't want you to feel like boom. But if you already know, like especially friends, if I pull up on you guys already know the drill. It don't even matter. Yeah. And it's also easier to vlog with if you're with someone. If you're alone, oh dude, to this day I can't do it. I can't just be like, hey guys, like,
yeah.
It was fucking difficult.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Interesting. I think another part that you've always been super open about is just your process with making clothes and stuff, and kind of sharing your opinions or the ins and outs of the fashion industry and manufacturing and stuff like that. Why have you decided to be so open about what you do and giving advice to people? And do you ever see yourself kind of becoming closed off in the future, or do you always just like being very just open and sharing?
Oh, you mean for advice?
Yeah, I mean, I just think on your Patreon and stuff, you show a lot of like, helping out with people's brands and like, just like manufacturer advice.
Yeah,
and
that'll
stuff
end
like that.
eventually. That'll end. Maybe as far as like the Patreon podcast is concerned, I don't know, but I'm playing that one as I actually got inspired from that because of Joey Diaz.
Okay.
You guys watch Joey Diaz podcast?
Sometimes.
Oh, you're gonna watch that shit. It's just funny as hell. Fuck yeah, it's hella funny. And sometimes it's just a monologue.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, this guy just literally puts his phone up and he just starts fucking talking. I was like,
he has crazy stories. He just talks.
I was like, that's such a good way of like trying to just get what's happening now online without having to edit anything. It's just like record, unrecord, post.
Interesting.
So that's why I started doing that. But as far as like sharing the factory information stuff, I think now too, especially in the next 6 months to a year, there's so much information out there now. I don't know if you guys have probably seen it on Instagram. It's like on the reels.
Yeah.
People are just like, oh, this is where North Face makes their coats. This is where Montclair makes it. It's like what I'm offering you now, it's not even, this shit is ass. Like it's just shit that I've used in the past that I can kind of like grant for you guys. But like what you can find now is crazy. Like that was not the same 5 years ago, 6 years ago. Like people are, it's damn near exposing. Louis Vuitton makes their fucking bags right here, bro. I'm not right outside. God damn, son. Slow down.
So would you say that's the only reason why you want to stop, or like are there any other reasons why you would want to stop?
That I would just won't have time. That's it. But I mean, those videos they're just up. Like if you are on the Patreon, you can just go back and look at them anyway. It's like forever content. It doesn't. I don't have to keep doing it. I think sometimes people get it wrong. They come on there and they're like, "Yo, like, which ones do you actually work with? Like, I need a full 5, 6." I'm like, "Yo, dude, you paid $30. Like, what? What do you want me to do, man? No, we're not gonna do that. But I have this list here for you. You can go through that. So
that's cool.
Yeah.
What made you start doing that? Like just being so open and sharing like that? Because I feel like a lot of other. I mean, I don't really know a lot of other people that are like that.
Because life is about people, and it's not about take. It's about give. That's friendship, business, life, relationships. That's what it's all about. It's not about a you give me one, I give you one. Yeah. It's about I give you all, and maybe you might give me something I don't know. Yeah.
Would you say? I feel like LA is not like that at all. I think you both know. Will you disagree or?
I don't know it enough.
I think, in my opinion, I think LA is very like people egotistical, stuff like that. Do you see it being similar to that in the Bay or even in OC, or do you think it's a lot more? Because at least in my opinion, I think OC is very more community and like people are. I mean, there's certain people.
You're talking about like creative space?
Creative space. And I feel like people are a lot more closed off and, feel like they're the shit if they're in LA doing stuff. Where I feel like if you're in OC and you're talking about, I'm doing this, people are a lot more open arms. And like, yeah, I want to help or like. So
we can't even contribute to the conversation out here because we don't have a creative space.
Yeah.
Let's relate to fashion. There's a creative
space everywhere though. I feel like. No?
And even if there is, what are we going to do? I'm not trying to be an ass. I'm not trying to gatekeep anything, but it's just like, what are we going to do? It's almost like going to, like if you started a club in college and you're like, all the creators, let's meet up. What are you going to meet up for? What are we meeting up for? We just got to create content. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like the Bay is so different from LA. LA has this. You guys have something super solid. You have celebrities. You have all these things that we have that too, but it is not the same. It's not the same. If you start something out here in Northern California, you might be the only dude in town. You might be the only game in town for sure.
And so, do you see that as a pro or as a con? Being the only person really doing something like that.
That's a good question. Pro, because obviously you're only game in town. It's almost like dating. If there's only one hot girl, well, guess what? You're only going after one. Right. And then the con is that things are so singular here. A lot of people don't pay attention to this part of California. A lot of people are just focused on LA. They don't really give a shit what's happening up here. It's very expensive to live out here and so on and so forth. So those are like the cons of it. But yeah.
Do you ever see that changing? Or do you think LA is just going to always be the capital, one-stop place?
It can. If you guys ever talk to Balenciaga, he talks about it all the time. He's like trying to like get everyone together, which he's actually doing a great job of it. It'll change eventually. need gas to go down a little bit, you know? That motherfucker, damn, I was in the city of
Bro,
$6,
yeah.
$6.23.
Yeah, the gas
Are
station
you
next to my
crazy?
hotel, it's like, what was it, like 6 something? And I was
Which is
like,
crazy because you
dude,
guys are in
like,
California too.
Yeah.
And I don't know how your gas is cheaper than us. Bro, it's expensive out in Southern California
I'll go
too.
to Arizona, it's like 3 something.
Oh, yeah, that's
Arkansas,
crazy.
it's like 2 something.
Yeah.
Like, bro, it's expensive. It's $3 in Arkansas. I'm like,
Yeah. Just because Californians are like, they put tax on everything. So, anyways.
I think I mentioned this a little bit with just trend cycles in general. I think it's been so rapidly changing. How do you work with that? I mean, obviously, like you create your own pieces, and I don't think you really create stuff according to what's trendy right now.
Yeah.
I think it's definitely important to recognize what's in, what's out, and how do you, I mean, it takes time for you to create clothes. It doesn't take like a day and, this is the trendy right now, I make it.
Yeah.
How do you create stuff being forward thinking, knowing like, I think this is going to be trendy enough in the future, if that makes sense?
I'm not gonna lie, I have played into the trend stuff in the beginning. I think now I'm just trying to like establish the brand to have specific pieces that I'm always known for, which I've already kind of done that with a lot of stuff, but I want to hone that into, it's almost like you go to Levi's, what do you expect? Jeans, right? If I'm a jean brand, which I am, that's what you should expect every time you come here. No different than all three of you coming here today. I should have had 5 different types of cuts for jeans in a particular raw denim available, but I don't because it's expensive and whatever, but I want to work to that. I think for me, that's more important than anything else. The trend stuff is cool, but like, if you constantly chase that, you're constantly chasing that. That shit sucks.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
For sure.
And eventually you'll burn out, for sure, you know?
Makes sense. Has there been any like trends recently that you've been messing with that you like?
I don't even know what's trending. I'll ask you guys. Damn, I don't even know.
Or maybe just, I don't know, just trends in the last year or whatever that have stood out to you, or unless you're not paying attention at all. I think trends are just so all over the place recently, but yeah, Tim's.
I'm not gonna lie, I like the Averex stuff because that kind of trended. Just like the type of jackets that they make, because a lot of people were remaking them, like the Palaces of the world and stuff like that. But that's off the top of my dome. I don't even know what's trending. Big red boots. That's old now. That was what the fuck? I don't even know what's happening right now.
Tim's, Yachty Core, like.
Or just baggy clothes.
Baggy stuff, yeah.
Skull beanies. Scullies. You mean the Central C shit?
Yeah. Yeah, sneakers out.
Honestly, though, I think
Y2K.
Financially, that was like 2 years ago.
I think it's coming back.
You think so?
Like everyone has their own opinion.
Yeah,
Trends.
that's what I'm saying. What the hell? I have no idea. I don't know. Apparently everything is cool. All I suggest is that hopefully, within all this, everyone ends up actually being about what they wear. Because, bro, like if we took everybody back to high school and took everyone's Fitpic page, bro, first of all, we ain't all hanging out, okay? Second of all, you guys are faking the shit because you guys dressing like fucking D-boys and you're not one.
Yeah.
Like, bro, chill.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's different times because these kids don't know, right? They see it on Instagram and it's cool and they make it look good. But I don't know. Just be about whatever the fuck you're wearing. That's all I have to say.
I like that.
Yeah.
We cool?
Wait for intermission.
Yeah.
Why the fuck did this one die so fast? What the fuck?
Where'd you take it from?
Our bug everything?
Yeah.
You said all
It should all be charged.
Huh?
We're almost done anyways.
Yeah. This one should last. Will last
Are you putting this on YouTube?
Oh no, yeah. YouTube. I'm gonna have a website. I'm trying to.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have a website. I'm either gonna have it just ingrained just in the website to like go like it's on the website, check my website out, or maybe have a YouTube. But I want to like edit it out in little clips too, like cool clips, maybe put it on TikTok, Instagram. So
Dope. Oh yeah.
Ready?
Why do you ask?
Oh, because I'm about to jack it on YouTube. You put on there.
Yeah.
Yeah. YouTube convert to MP4. I'm taking your shit for sure.
Okay.
I'm just fucking- But I probably will use it. I'll probably repost it on my Patreon or something. I don't know. But
All right. One Lux.
Oh,
Tell me
Jesus. How
about
do you
that.
know about that?
Bro, I just know my shit.
Damn.
Tell me about that, bro. How did it?
I don't
how
even
did
want
it
to talk
start?
about it. This shit
Just
ass.
tell me what'd you learn from it, bro. Obviously, we know that's the pastime for Keezy, but what'd you learn from it? What did you learn that you're able to apply to Haven Court now?
Don't make up a stupid fucking name. Don't just fucking make clothes without like having people know about it first. And throw that shit away, dude. Yeah, that shit ass, dude. It's just so bad. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone goes through that stage. I'm sure me looking back in a couple of years of the stuff I'm doing now, I'm gonna be like, that shit was ass.
No, but this is for real. This is almost like Goku with a lean cup ass. Like, it's pretty fucking bad, dude. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad.
Everyone has to go through that stage, though.
Everyone goes through the Goku lean cup?
I feel like people do.
What's Kanye's Goku link up?
That's true.
You feel me?
You're right.
What's Samuel Ross's Goku link up?
Everyone's different.
I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Okay, but that was later. That wasn't the beginning.
You said Jesus is King?
Yeah. Yeah, it was a bad phase. It wasn't a great, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so just one last.
Wait, you found out they're him? Is that how you knew?
No, I just knew. I've been following your. I haven't been following since One Likes, but I've been following your stuff.
Oh, okay.
I do my research.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, actually, shout out Jeremy. I was talking to him earlier. He's the guy that put me on to you. And the only way I found about Tony was through your video.
Oh, shit.
So, like, it's just a whole full circle, I think. What's so cool is, like, yeah, bro, this is the guy that put me on a fashion in college. I was wearing black, skinny Levi jeans in high school, the same Angels baseball hat, like, crusty-ass hat, like, same 3 T-shirts. And then in college, this guy's like, yo, like, Golf Wang? Like these YouTubers that they do like Supreme.
This is frugal aesthetic.
Yeah, and I was like, whoa, this is like super interesting. And then, I just turned in a whole spiral of following your stuff.
And then One Lux somehow got squeezed in there. That's kind of weird, isn't it?
Cool,
I guess the marketing was pretty good. It reached all the way down to Costa Mesa. That's not bad. That's not bad. That's not bad. Shit. I got far reach, dude.
All right, I got the biggest question out of all the questions I've had. How'd you get your nickname?
I don't know. I've had a lot of nicknames. I've been using Keezy since 2015. And then I made it a screen name. And then one of my friends, the catchphrase, I had a skating homie on Facebook. I said something, and then he commented, and he was like, oh, it ain't easy being Keezy. I was like, oh, I'm just going to jack that. Fire. That's what it is. Yeah.
I think it's fire. Mm-hmm. So it was just off the dome, just Keezy, like.
Yep. But I think at that time everyone was doing the easy, but even this was after, because then there was Wheezy and then there was Yeezy. That was like 2000. I don't know how long ago that was now, but then even it picked back up in like 2015, and then I was like, well, fuck it, I'll just use that. Boom, a little bit more catchy, and also I never like using my real name on the internet. So talk about privacy. Yeah, even on Facebook, my name is Craig Tumbleton.
This is a random name, just.
Yeah, you just gotta pick the widest name possible. Matt,
that's like his that's your actual name.
Yeah, that's what I got a screenshot of it. I'm recording right now, so yeah.
My actual name is that's your government name is Craig Tumbleton.
No, absolutely not.
You should change it.
I said
no, I'm saying you should. That'd be cool.
Oh, you need to change my name? Yeah, that'd be kind of lit. I'm like, name my kid that. So
Craig.
Yeah, Craig Tumbleton.
Hello, Craig.
Right.
Oh my gosh. I love that. All right, last question. I got another little anonymous source, maybe the same anonymous source, asked me or told me.
Who is this anonymous? Oh, I think I know who this is now. Anyways, keep going.
He told me you're big into conspiracy theories.
Oh yeah, what's happening?
Just let me know, bro. What's some of your favorite conspiracy theories? I don't care how long you want to rant, but I just want to know.
I don't know if I have a favorite one, but I got caught in the conspiracies during COVID.
Okay.
Cause
as we all did, I think.
Yeah, and like a lot of things just weren't adding up. Remember when COVID happened, and then like you walk outside or on the news like, don't go outside because if somebody coughs, then you're gonna catch it. Matter of fact, you gotta wear a mask and you have to wear goggles because not only does it like go through your nostrils, but it can go through your eyeball. And it's like, where did all that go? Where did any of that go?
I don't want to get political. But
hey man. Where did it go, man? That's all I want to know. I don't know where that shit went, but it went somewhere. Yeah. I don't know if it's like scare tactics. And then I went on YouTube and I went through the deep, like, the rabbit hole. It was so funny. At that time, I found these crazy videos that were like 4 hours long. And I would send them to
like
all the
iceberg
fashion
stuff or
I sent it to
whatever,
Ray Mia and the dude, that made the magazine that I showed you. Yeah, I sent it to Ao. I sent it to like I sent it to like I don't know why I sent it to all fashion creators, and everyone came back like, "What the fuck are you watching?" And I was just like, "Dude, just fucking watch
so you're
it,
just
dude."
sitting there, just like watching
yes.
it. Like,
Fuck yeah, it was something to do. It was like that, and then like editing and shit. But yeah, but I got deep into it where it's like they talk about the adrenochrome. You know what that is? That's when like the politicians like they try to sacrifice babies, and then they take their blood, and the blood is called adrenochrome. So then when they drink it, they like live longer. Exactly what I'm saying, right? There's more to it. There's more to it. You might want to look it up.
I think that's what catches everyone in these conspiracy theories. It's just so like outlandish things.
But some of it comes true though. That's the craziest part. Like the whole Epstein thing. Like what's his name was shouting that like 20 years ago. So it was like, man, I mean, he's wrong on some stuff too though. Alex Jones. Yeah. But yeah, Alex Jones is also super entertaining.
You mess with Alex Jones?
Fuck yeah. For entertainment purposes, I don't believe all of it. Because he says some like robot flies and fucking
frogs are gay.
Yeah, fucking gay frogs, dude. Like, what? He's like, trust me. Like, okay, all right, man. A little off, but yeah. I like that. It's super entertaining.
You ever seen like the Simpsons stuff? How they always predict
oh yeah, that's super weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You believe that?
Well, I mean, it's not really anything to believe. It's more like they did it and it happened.
Do you think that's just crazy coincidences, or do you think like there's just
he knows something. He knows something.
Yeah,
he's got to know something.
There's
dude. How do you know that many? It's too many times. They have whole Instagram pages of that. How do you have that many moments? He knows something too real.
You got any other conspiracy theories you want to share?
Give
me one more.
I don't know. I'm off the top of the dome. I gotta think about it. I kind of fell off with it shit. I'm deep into it, but I fell off. Yeah.
I think the anonymous source mentioned something about 9/11 or something.
Oh, wingdings?
What's that?
Bruh, you don't remember that shit back in the day?
No.
You know the wingdings font?
Well, I'm gonna let you know. I was born in 2001, so
you should know then.
Okay.
Well, maybe it just didn't get that far.
Yeah.
But you remember the font wingdings?
No.
You don't remember wingdings? You're a wingding? Anyways, whoever's watching this, just look it up. A font wingdings is like if you type in any letter, it'll be a symbol.
Okay.
This is before 9/11. If you type in 9/11, it's two buildings and a plane.
What the fuck?
On Word doc. I was in, I don't know what grade I was in. I was young. I remember this kid's like, yo, did you hear about this? I was like, what? He's like, yo, type it in and go, like, put wingdings, because we're in class, we're in computer class. And I typed it in and I'm like, what does this mean? Like, I don't know how many months later or whatever, then 9/11 happened. I was like, what?
That's pretty crazy.
This shit's look it up. It's on forums still. I looked at it not so long ago. You can look on certain forums. They talk about it. They're like, dude, wingdings used to have this, and they have other coded stuff too. If you type it in, it's like I don't know, like a gas mask and like a forest and like a and then it's like per whatever time and it's dated. That shit is wild.
Interesting.
Yeah, that one was the most real one I've ever experienced.
Yeah.
So.
Hella conspiracy theories. I'm sure we could.
You can't believe anyone, man.
Yeah, honestly, you can't believe anyone. You can't trust anyone these days.
Absolutely not.
I think that's a good way to end it. Wingdings and shit.
No, just look up wingdings, man. That's if you want to get anything out of this interview or this podcast.
Anything. Wingdings.
Wingding it. Pause.
Got it. Any questions you got for me to end it, bro? No?
I don't think so, man. Just keep doing your thing, man. When you called me out about it, I was like, yeah, fuck yeah. I'm always down to help support people that are trying to like do something in the space because it all starts from somewhere.
For sure.
You could start this, and who knows, some later on it could become something 5-6 years from now. We don't even know. So
yeah, no, I super appreciate that, bro. I think that's something I really admire from you is how open you are and sharing and just welcoming. I really appreciate you letting us into your space and doing this. And yeah, I think it all just starts with just doing it. Like you said, you have no idea what's gonna be for me and for all of us in the next 5 years. I mean, maybe you could be the next head of Balenciaga or something in 5 years or something. I don't know. You never know.
I don't know. Denim Tears and hey, V-Lone, man, hit me up, man.
Yeah.
Denim
Tears V-Lone.
Yeah, absolutely, bro.
Creative director.
Yeah. I'm gonna turn shit around, dude.
What would you do if you for V-Lone?
For V-Lone?
Yeah, I wanna hear that.
Nah, I got some ideas for Denim Tears though.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna
You
do
wanna
all
share?
over Linda sandwiches, stickers. You know what I mean? Giant. You know what I mean?
Instead of the connery, it's just Linda.
Yeah, exactly. It would be her Linda's face. It'd just be like, you know what I mean? Should be sick.
That'd be cool.
People don't know. I got like, you know what I mean? I be thinking of some shit.
Damn.
Come on now.
Fire.
We out here.
All right, bro.
Thank
I
you, man.
appreciate it. Cool. Yeah. Thank you.